everyone, and welcome back to G.I. June on Jesse Heck Creative. Today we're going over Zartan 23 and Master of Disguise Zartan 31 from the G.I. Joe Classified series. Let's get to it. Here's Zartan, Master of Disguise. Not yet, but this is the one that we have as far as the first Zartan we ever got. So he looks really good. I like the head sculpt over here. It looks really good. Looks very nice. He's a bald head. He has these cool raccoon things, jutting out to sort of like horns on his head. It's kind of creepy. Disguises who he is. You wouldn't be able to tell who it is without those, or at least with those. So that's pretty neat. His lips are painted really well. His eyes are this nice kind of like blue, which is really cool. We also have this hood right here. That's a pretty neat piece. Has some snakeskin over here. We'll see that snakeskin motif come along a lot for this figure. It fits in his head pretty well and looks really nice. The bandana also can come off and looks really cool. It's not the same bandana, I think, as the Vipers, but it's a good bandana nonetheless. It works out really well. Nice kind of muted brown color, sort of red, burgundy maybe. You can slip it over his head and fit it on there. That works pretty cool. And put the hood on, and that's fine by me. It works out really well. As far as articulation goes for him, taking things off is pretty easy. Up and down, very nice joint, swivel all the way around. Pivot, that's really good. Works out very, very well. The arm goes up this far, down that far, hindered by this thing right over here. I wouldn't want to break it, and I already see it stretching a little bit, so that's kind of a shame for me. So yeah, it's a bummer on this figure. I like it a lot, but that is something that's kind of scares me. You could have an attachment point here or there. I know they want to make it go up and stuff, but it needs a little more stuff to work. I think more thickness maybe. Swivels at the top over here. He has a nice band coming around right here on this side too. We also have a pinless joints, by the way, pinless joint tech right over here. Looks really good on him. Very nice, very smooth, very good. A gauntlet with more snakeskin on the back right over here in the very middle. You can't really see it all that well, but it's there, which is a really nice detail for that. More of the gauntlet over here, nice and pointy and stabby. He can probably stab somebody or something if he wants to. More snakeskin on the glove over here, which has a hinge going over there. We also have his torso, nice, straps and bolts everywhere. The armor is sort of like, pieced together, which is pretty cool. A little bit of brown on the straps, a lot of gray, a little bit of black here and there to bring out some colors and the touches and everything. Looks really nice and cool. Crunches down this far, back this far, all the way around over here. On the legs, drop down, go out, drop down, go out. Not hindered all that much by the belt or by the little pads over here. That's really cool. Goes down, up this far, back this far, and or the out goes up on that. Positioning that, making it a little bit straighter. It's a little wobbly sometimes. Goes back this far with pinless jointed legs, which is pretty cool. That's great. Double jointed. Works really well, I think. Not as good as the other figures, I guess. I'll take that back. But yeah, it's still pretty good. Swivel at the boot right down here. There's a nice little greave coming up over here. It looks really nice. I wish it were pointed to match the greaves on the arms, the little arm gauntlets, I would think. Pivot, and then down, and then up. Peg holes. It's also hindered by the greave right here. Peg holes on the feet with also treads. The treads are really nice. Super cool. So I went over this guy, and now let's go over his accessories. Oh, wait, he has a little belt with a little scary face on it. Not sure if it's a dog or a skull or something creepy, but yeah, he knows all manners of voodoo or whatever. So starting off with what's already on him, the knife right here is pretty cool. It's a serrated knife. It's bent a little bit as far as how, he crashes into it with his elbow a little bit sometimes. There's 2 holes in it and a finger hole you'd place in there. It's a little bit tricky to get in, but once you get it in, it works. You have to just like shift it forward a little bit or push the finger in, and it gets in there. It's a little bit of a forward grip, but you can have him, stab really well with that. So that's a pretty cool accessory to place in, and you place it in serrated part up into his sheath. It's a nice little sheath right here. It's got some more snakeskin over there. The belt, I think, is snakeskin. And speaking of the belt, next accessories I'm going to go over, he has a monkey's paw. It has fur over here along with the finger texture. It really works well for this. It's just really nice. I like how it looks. Looks really cool. A little bit of rope tying it to this attachment point. You can place it on his belt. I prefer this one going into the back port right over here. There's 2 holes in his belt. Right over here. Put that in right over there. And then we have the snake head over here. That's really nice. We got the scary snake head. That's pretty cool. It looks really good. It's dead anyways, so no eye paint, but there is paint for the mouth. Nice little touch. It died with his mouth open. Kind of weird, kind of scary. We just put this back on real quick to give him his classical kind of look in a way. There we go. Looks really neat. And now on to more stuff. He comes with a gun. It's pretty cool, very futuristic, very easy to slip in his hand. Just put it in his hand right there, and there we go. It could fit on either side of the backpack. There's a peg right here, or a peg on the other side, right over here. You also can take the backpack apart, and it's on the inside that counts. It's a nice little backpack piece with a piece for the face you could put in there. There's also some gadgetry and stuff. A little bit of red painted in there. It's a nice little backpack. There's some vents on it. I think it might be a cooling tube. It's very flat over here. Wish there was a little more curvature to match his body, but I guess whatever. The head is stored in here, or at least the mask, the faceplate, put in there. And in order to put this on the guy, very simple. Take off the helmet, or the hood, I believe, as it were, and just shove the face on there, and it fits pretty well. It is kind of creepy. The paint on it's really done pretty well. Looks nice. The eyes are white. That's the thing with me. I don't know. It could have had the eyes cut out. It would have been even creepier and really cooler to see his eyes all just like all just coming through that. Those blue piercing eyes as opposed to these white piercing eyes. I don't mind, but whatever. Again, it fits on his face really well. You can put the hood over it. It does stretch it out a little bit, so I would just be careful for that. Storing it in the backpack is very simple and pretty easy. All you gotta do is push this in here, put the gun on if you want to, and then close the backpack up. There's 4 pegs, so it easily goes on there, and boom, there's that. Yeah, and that's Zartan for you. So before I forget, and something I forgot to mention last time, I believe, is backpacks. Speaking of which, you know, that data pad for Firefly, you can actually put that in the back right over here, and it would fit flush on his back. So my bad, I messed up on that, and someone kindly pointed out in the comments for that. So yeah, that's a really cool detail I missed entirely. I didn't even see the connection between the little circle over here and this little circle over here. So yeah, that works out well, and backpacks are just great. The backpack game is great for, you know, G.I. Joe Classified. This is a really nice figure. Pick it up if you can. Zartan is super cool. I've always loved chameleon kind of characters who could change their faces, bodies, etc. He's just really neat and just works great for the team. I do wish his colors were more classic, however, but we'll see that coming up soon. Zartan stands at about 6.5 inches tall. Here's Zartan next to Firefly, and I just love how the Cobra sort of higher-ranking villains, not troops, have their own individual identities. They look really great together. It'd be great if we get some more Dreadnought soon. Also, Beachhead, who I've been using as a Zartan spy, you know, he's all covered, so that kind of works. And the blue eyes and the brown eyes of the different figures work pretty well. But the way I just make them distinct is the hat. You know, if you have the hat, you're the real one, and if not, you're not. But he could just steal his hat, and that might be okay. And also, here's Jesse at Creative. Look at me! I'm Zartan! Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. So quickly going over Master of Disguise Zartan as he thaws, just real quick. He's blue. He can turn blue in the cold, which is interesting because it's an inverse of what he does in the comics and the cartoons and stuff like that. He turns blue in the sunlight for some weird reason. So there's that. There's a drawback of freezing him, and that's his joints are a little bit brittle. So I'm going to come back to him probably and do articulation segments when he thaws at least, or I can heat him up a little bit. So there's that. But you can notice his face is getting like less and less, you know, blue as time goes on. And even when I get my lights closer to him, he's starting to thaw even more. But you can see this color blue, and it used to be vibrant like a minute ago, but now it's a little bit, you know, thawed and just coming off. We have this little scraping right over here, which is not good. You know, the paint kind of coming off, which is a shame. I hear that's common amongst this figure for different collectors and stuff like that. But he's really cool looking. You know, I like this guy a lot, how he just looks and everything. And I just think it's really neat they had this color change gimmick into the figure. That's awesome. So, yeah, I'm just going to go over accessories since I already went over the articulation with the other Zartan. So putting that away, there's a bunch of stuff going on here with this guy. He has the same backpack. He lacks the snake head and the, other, paw, the monkey paw going on there. Same thing on the inside. He comes with the same head over here as well. He comes with a bunch of different heads though. Comes with the same gun as well, at least. He comes with this gun right over here, which is really neat. It's a kind of like a sniper rifle thing. This piece moves over here if you want to, set it up for like just, him to like kneel down and snipe somebody. But this is, I think, based off of how Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes and Hardmaster, I believe, all got their dues from him, getting shot by Zartan. So there's that. He comes with this skull mask, which is pretty cool. That's really neat. I like this a lot. It's actually one of my favorite pieces that comes with the figure. There's a dot of, I think, plastic right over here. I think this is all painted, and there's a hole for the nose or where the bone is, and there's cybernetic eyes, which is pretty cool. The teeth are painted white. That's interesting. Pretty nice. The back is painted this color, or at least, sculpted, I think. It's pretty neat, though, and it's face colored on the inside. That's kind of weird. They could have made it the bone color all the way through. I wouldn't have minded. So putting that aside, he also comes with the head of Snake Eyes with a gray visor this time. A little bit of mispaint right over there, but I'm fine with that. It's pretty cool. Same sculpt as before. I'm not sure if it fits on him all the way, but it's a nice touch to come with him. We also have a Storm Shadow head. This is before the Storm Shadow we had right now came out. This is the exclusive for last year, I believe. So, yeah, that's really cool. It's nice. A little, head. It's the same mold as the one from the film. And I think the eyes are actually the correct color. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But I don't know. I don't see myself really using this that much. Along with this, he comes with a quiver right over here. And that's pretty neat. Same quiver we've seen from Storm Shadow, along with this bow, the same one we've seen from Storm Shadow. It's fine, but I like the other bow from Storm Shadow, the compound one, way better. This is a nice touch, though, to put these things in here. This is the right shade of white, by the way. I don't know how they can't do this with the action figure itself. That kind of is disappointing, but this is the right shade of white. This head, tiny bit of cream, but this is the right shade of white. Lastly, he comes with these two heads. I'm not sure which they are. I swear that Hardmaster was in the movie. And maybe Heavy Master? I don't know what they're called. This is a pretty cool look. I don't know. They're just masks, They're kind of weird looking on the inside. Reminds you of those Haunted Mansion statues. But, yeah, he has a scar. This one has a scar right over here. Looks really good. The wrinkles are, decorated well. There's a little bit of white on this right here. Not sure what that is. It just showed up. Maybe it'll come off, maybe not. I'm not sure. Looks like glass. I don't know what it is. Okay, I think it just sort of came off with a scrape of the old fingernail. This one's a little chubbier, a little more fun. Whoever this guy is, he likes to party. Yeah, it has little white tufts of hair, white eyebrows. Pretty simple looking, very nice. Pretty cool. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Also, there's, this piece you could put on. It doesn't come with him, but I thought I'd mention this piece from a figure coming up. It would work well as a toupee. So I just thought I'd throw that in there and mention that as far as the accessories go for this Zartan. As far as more paint, just going over him while he, thaws out, he's now more gray than blue, at least. It's weird because the elbows weren't really that blue. He has silver on him. He has this nice kind of classic color going on. I hate the silver, though. It's kind of bugging me. I don't like it. This works for like a Zartan kind of like final form kind of thing going on with him. But yeah, he has the same articulation as the Zartan we've previously seen. He also comes with that little knife in the pouch. Oh god, is it frozen in there? Is it just stuck in there? I think it's stuck in there. Yeah, it's a little bit tight. Hope it comes out. Yeah, it came out. Good. That was a doozy. Yeah, I think it may have broken it a little bit or something. A little chip came off right there. Yeah, it's a serrated knife, I believe the same as the other one. Yeah, exact same as the other one. Same mold and everything. The hood, same. This is the same. It's just a brighter color with more silver, and that's about it you'll get from this guy. Also, this thing, don't have the mask on him, while he has the hood on, because it stretches the hood out and ruins everything. So, Yeah, that's my bad for that. Just careful with that. Putting the masks on him is pretty simple. Yeah, they fit kind of well. They fit really well, actually. Huh, that's pretty cool. That fits on him. That fits on him pretty well. That's good. The bald head is a nice touch, you know. Good for wearing wigs and toupees and everything like that. You know, see if this toupee fits on him. You gotta squeeze it on, but kind of stylish. It works out. Yeah. It's pretty fun. Scooch around the back. Yeah, that works out pretty well. That's good. Taking that off and putting on Storm Shadow Head. Doesn't really want to fit all that well, but it kind of fits in a way. Sort of, yeah. It's the neck's a little bit long on that. Let's try this one. It doesn't want to fit either that much. Maybe the head being frozen does something to it, but there's that head. I kind of like him best with this and either his traditional hood or the skull mask. You know, yeah. So yeah, that's your Master of Disguise Zartan. Overall, he comes with a bunch of great stuff, and that's really cool. But I'm thinking just giving this stuff to the other Zartan. Master of Disguise Zartan stands at about 6.5 inches tall. Here's Master of Disguise Zartan standing next to Commando, Snake Eyes, and Timber, who I haven't reviewed yet, but will soon, and Jesse Heck Creative. Sorry, buddy, you're not on the list. If you're not blue, you gotta abba-die out of here. Overall, Zartan is a blast of a character to have. He can be anybody, he can do anything. You have a multi-versatile figure at your fingertips to do whatever you want. He has a variety of masks, a variety of stuff, but that's only if you get the Master of Disguise Zartan. I personally got the Master of Disguise Zartan for all this stuff. I can use the regular one as a base for all of this equipment laid out right here. Yeah, he won't need the double backpacks, but maybe he might need double knives, maybe double pistols. You know, he might need two of the same mask. Heck, he could even have double backpacks to store things in here and there. But it's just a fantastic figure with a lot of great applications to use for different things in the G.I. Joe line, and maybe other lines too. You know, where Marvel has Chameleon, G.I. Joe has Zartan. And I think we could swap them and have some fun with that. But yeah, Zartan's a great character with a lot of great stuff, but if you get them both, he's even better. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more G.I. June on Jesse Heck Creative. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Heck Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jesseheckcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned!